Hello and welcome to The Forgotten, where we sometimes pick up the discarded, throw it back down, and then pick it back up again, against common sense. And here we have just that. It's time to play the second entry in the Goldeneye franchise. It's Goldeneye Rogue Agent. Developed by now Danger Coast Games, then EA Los Angeles, and originally DreamWorks Interactive. Published by EA and released in November 2004. Goldeneye Rogue Agent is a first-person shooter that cynically uses the name Goldeneye. Yeah, I'm coming into this one with opinions at the ready. Goldeneye Rogue Agent is a game that I played on release, got maybe halfway through, and thought, this is bad, and then traded it in. The premise, and the heavily marketed element of Rogue Agent, was that you would be playing the villain. That's right, for the first time, I think, you were playing a Bond game where old Jameson Bond wasn't the main character. Now, here's the thing. Rogue Agent is not, in any real way, Goldeneye. From source material to game design, it is nothing. When I played Rogue Agent, I hadn't seen Goldeneye the film nor played the game. The closest I got to the latter was seeing an N64 Goldeneye bundle in a shop window for £50, thinking about getting it, but never did. Whilst I hadn't seen or played Goldeneye, I knew a few things. I knew that Goldfinger wasn't in it, I knew Dr. No wasn't in it, and I knew Scaramanga wasn't in it. Because they're all feckin' dead! In fact, every returning character, barring one, is dead. Rogue Agent is a fanfiction game where the dead can walk once more. My memory of Rogue Agent from... bloody hell. Game's nearly 20 years old. Ugh. Anyway, I remembered being boring and playing poorly. And it turns out that I am not alone in my lack of positivity. Regardless of platform, Rogue Agent is awash in mediocrity. I was originally going to do this video last year, but I played Rogue Agent for an hour and said, nah. With my first playthrough of the original Goldeneye, my interest was reignited. So here we go! For better, and I fully expect for worse, it's time to go rogue. Fort Knox, you know, Goldeneye.
3 years ago, while on assignment, the agent was severely wounded in an encounter with Dr. No and subsequently lost the use of his right eye. Consumed with vengeance, he frequently resorts to violence and brutality and is no longer fit for service with MI6.
What?
A member of the most powerful criminal organization in the world, has seized the US gold depository.
No, lads, you got the wrong one. The other gold film. I mean, the other gold film.
Latest in tactical vision. Heads-up display
What?
will need calibration.
Sorry, I'm distracted by my crosshair attempting to skip. Oh no. It's very... yeah, that's a circle, alright. That's fine. I am! That's the problem.
Approaching the gold reserve. Oh, looks like a damn bird's nest. Hang on, gentlemen. Ho, watch your fire!
Oh no! I don't remember this happening in the film.
Mayday, I'm losing it! I'm over here.
Thank yourself.
I can't seem to break free.
You're holding on to it, you idiot. Okay, I'm going to approach very carefully.
Steady.
I am. Do, 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 do. Well,
I got one up
That's that. Believe it or not, that didn't feel good. The aim feels too slow, but imprecise. And the gun just kind of feels weak. What? Let's give us a go. Better. Not ideal, but better.
Oh, you're dead! You hear me? They're gonna carry you out of here in a trash bag!
I see. Well, I'll be... Can I help you up? I know this is a Bond game, but I don't think this is the time nor the place. We'll talk later. I'm sorry, am I killing with air? There's no recoil nor really any kind of movement in the guns, it's the slightest judder. Nah, you can just sit there. Like, why the hell do I need anything else to die immediately, for God's sake? So, sir, you may want to move. Suppose, in a sense, he did. Rogue bonuses are awarded for eliminating enemies by skillful means, such as melee knockouts and precise shots, so not killing everyone and providing the swift death blows that I do makes me a deviant. I don't think they thought this through at all. Damn, he didn't suffer. Oh, what a bastard I am. And the gold furnaces of Fort Knox, where they smelt and transported through pipes to one of the many giant underground storage tanks.
We've confirmed that special forces have penetrated the facility. You must reach the vault before the bomb detonates.
Alright, I guess we'll meander some more. Oh wow, odd job. I can't wait to see odd job. Fact, what? Look, I was stuck waiting for everything to open. Bet I'll somehow get the blame for it.
Reset program.
You were directly responsible for the death of
What?
007.
The bumble
Your tactics
bastard
are
did himself.
inexcusable.
What?
There's no place
I
in
walked
my
forward and
system
shot
for
people
that.
shooting at me.
You're dismissed.
What? Alright, let's look at my evil deeds. 5 headshots and I knock someone out. What a villain. I can see it now. 007, the man with slight competence.
We have a common
Why is
enemy.
Goldfinger alive?
Dr. No has broken
Why
the
is
rules
Dr.
with
No
our
alive?
organization. He must be eliminated.
I declare war on Goldfinger.
Why? 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 This is story talk, but at the same time, it's like, why does this exist talk? Now, why another product with the name Goldeneye exists is obvious. Goldeneye was possibly the most popular console FPS until Halo. But they capitalized on it in the most creatively bankrupt, whichever is most applicable way. Goldeneye the film? completely irrelevant. Yes, I know we saw the words Xenia on the top. Xenia, by the way, being the sole element of Goldeneye in this entire fucking game. But a single pissing character with no story input might as well not exist. It's a name used for the illusion of importance and so that they don't have to come up with one themselves. The whole story feels like it exists because someone made a joke and everyone pointed at them and exclaimed in hushed reverence, "Yes!" And it's as shallow in its execution as the literal interpretation of the name Goldeneye is. This uninspired inspiration gives us a mostly dead cast, repurposed and realigned, no matter how nonsensical. We have Auric Goldfinger, Oddjob, Pussy Galore, thanks saying that out loud still, Francisco Scaramanga, Xenia on the top, and Dr. No. Do you see the link? They all come from films with gold in the name. Except Dr. No, obviously, but I would put his presence down to one detractor of the whole concept and all the others misinterpreted as a suggestion. This is very much Team Gold versus Team No. Wait. Why? Feck if I know. Someone has to, I guess. Couldn't resurrect another character for your tenuous female to continue to make a lick of feckin' sense? I don't know what would work, but it would at least keep Team Gold out of Team No. Also, Team No, a bit sparse there. 2 people, one that shouldn't be there. What's the deal with that? I don't know. Couldn't get anybody from No One Lives Forever? Wait, no. That's not a bad thing. So, outside of problems with the entire cast list, what is the story? You're a former MI6 agent hired under questionable circumstances that gets hired by Auric Goldfinger. And Goldfinger, for reasons, is a leader of a branch of Spectre, and also he and Dr. No are at odds with one another. As we will find out, Goldfinger has a MacGuffin, and Dr. No wants to be the one who MacGuffs. If you have the propensity to think about things when it comes to worthless dreck that you shouldn't think about, you may be wondering a multitude of things, all with the prefix of why. I make this mistake all the time, and I did so here. With some light researching into the film versions of the cast, because that's the ones that they're using, I want to see, outside of their miraculous recovery from death, if this works in the slightest. The conclusion I came to was that none of this makes any sense. In the slightest. Goldfinger was not the leader of a sect of Spectre, nor was he even affiliated with Spectre. He was a businessman, smuggled gold, owned horses, and was gold horny. So how he became the head of a Spectre group, it makes no sense. Fun fact from the book, Goldfinger painted women gold because it was the closest he could get to having sex with gold. I should also add that he left the spot in their back gold free, so you know, I didn't go a bit necro. Scaramanga is positioned as the Q of Team Gold. Don't know why. Well, I do, and it's a stretch. Scaramanga is not a scientist, he is not an engineer, and says that he's not really good at the old science thing. What he is a hitman that spends money on R&D. That's it. Fun fact from the book. In his profile, it says that he may be a latent homosexual. Because he can't whistle. Apparently this was a widespread theory at some point. Everyone else in Team Gold and Xenia pretty much serve their original roles, regardless of character arcs and demises. And that's the thing. The game opens with the Fort Knox attack, so we are acknowledging that the events of Goldfinger occurred. So why are Goldfinger and Oddjob alive, and why does Pussy Galore still work for Goldfinger? And as for Dr. No, fun fact from the book, Dr. No has a front business on his island, a guano farm that he restarted. He dies in the book by suffocating and shit. And then we come to one of the main concepts of the game, as well as one of the main marketing points. Play as a Bond villain. But you don't. Well, you do. But you don't. Yes, you are working for a villainous group, but all you do is fight another villainous group. There is never a time when civilians are put in danger. Well, I mean, I guess the surrounding buildings in Hong Kong, you know, they may catch a stray, and, you know, debris may cause a splattered matter, but the story is a shallow, uninteresting regurgitation of the past. like 007 Legends, but without the framework. Ah, I remember the time. Oh.
You'll notice the Eye's tactical array has been activated for your next mission. It may take a few moments to adjust. I've also arranged for your first upgrade, MRI imaging. When activated, magnetic resonance will enable
Wait,
you
my
to
eyes are
see
filled with
enemies
magnets?
lurking behind cover.
The Omen, the organic mass energy neutralizer. It virtually disassembles the atoms of living matter. A new era is upon us, and no one who stands against me will survive.
Oh no! People that stand against me!
Lock down the Omen! Enemy troops are everywhere. Use magnetic imaging to expose targets where they hide.
Alternatively, I'll just use the glass. You know, for some reason, I thought this level was later in the game. I didn't stop playing at the second level. I couldn't have. Ah, hello, friend. What? There we go. What are you? Why are you so green and inviting? What do you do? See, this is the problem when two villainous factions go at it. Both suck ass at shooting.
We got your back, Goldeneye!
From a game design standpoint, this gun shouldn't exist, but as a person playing this game, I'm glad that it does. What? I didn't do that. Is he dead? Yes. Well, I guess this is why he's a rogue agent. He gets bored. Ah! It's thing I remember. I remember thing I remember. Why is it here and why is it on? Doesn't matter. It's thing I remember. Ah. I'll remember my remember of this thing I remember with great fondness.
We are outnumbered. Destroy the 2 air purification systems in the gold processing area. The entire facility will flood with toxic fumes.
We're horribly outnumbered. Let's all die together. Goldfinger is a great boss and master tactician. Why is this button here? Why is there a pipe dump on the walk? Why are there 2?
My name is Pussy Galore.
Yes, I
You look like you could use a ride. Climb aboard,
remember.
Welcome to the capital of global operations. We call it the Lair. We have
If I can only surmise this game with one sentence, that was it right there.
He asked me to arrange for another upgrade. The magnetic hack feature will allow you to tamper with machines and electronics from a distance.
How are we
The
hacking
effects
with
vary
magnets?
depending upon the target. A burst from the hack upgrade can cause
How
an
are we
enemy's
hacking
weapon to
guns with
malfunction.
magnets? Are
It's
the
also
guns
an
chipped?
effective
Am I
means of
hacking the
manipulating
SOP?
and
Why does it cause a handheld lightning storm? How are we just throwing magnets at
This is
shit
the first
and
field
getting
trial
technological
EM
wonders?
hack upgrade.
I'm sending you to Hong Kong. Your mission is to assassinate Dr. No. Our contact will provide an appropriate weapon. Miss
Why
Galore
just
will
give me
fly
the
you out when
fucking
the job
gun
is
you're
done.
driving me in?
The
We don't
Lost
have to
Tower
go
is
through
impossibly
customs.
secure, but you will have a clear shot from the neighboring construction site.
There's something I want to check. Yeah, what's this? And the crosshair is gone. Weird. Nothing? nothing. Oh! If you aim anywhere near them, it's a torso shot. Yeah, no, I'll turn that off. Whoa. How you laugh? It's weird. What we have here is plain to see. A straightforward, in more ways than one, first-person shooter, far enough into the times of the console FPS to control in a manner not unfamiliar. One of the main deviations from most games, never mind first-person shooters, is that you always have your starting pistol with unlimited ammo. So no matter weapon choice is made, nor aiming capabilities, you will always have some means of dealing with the opposition. This isn't some profound design decision, just a novelty. Speaking of novelties, the hostage system. Run up and deck a dick, and you can give him a big inescapable hug. When no longer required, or a detriment, you can cast them off, like the body pillow they seemingly are. And when the game tells you no, they'll be chucked without your input. There's as much to say about hostage taking as there is relevant footage, so let's move on. And we'll move on to what is, in a sense, the saving grace of this video, the auto-aim. As this game doesn't control the best, this torso snap does not go unappreciated. In fact, it makes the game a lot more enjoyable. At times it can be mildly reminiscent of the original Goldeneye, less thought to the fine details to the benefit of a brisker pace. However, unlike the original, the AI makes no real attempt to do anything other than stand there and get shot. No hops, rolls, or twists and turns here. The auto-aim doesn't make the dull experience less so, it just makes it quicker, which is an improvement, but it's as shallow of a compliment as I can muster. Truly, there are really only two aspects of the gameplay that, I was going to say demands, but that's a tad strong. The two things that we should give mention to. The first is dual wielding. Still a pretty unique mechanic in the grand scheme of things, you mix and match any single-handed weaponry that you come across. The trade-off is that you are no longer able to access grenades, but given the AI, the enemy layouts, the required damage to deal with them, grenades aren't really something you'll seek. More of a, for the hell of it, choice of action. As you'd hope, you can fire each hand independently. You would think that that would be expected, but there are many a game where that is not the case. The second thing we should talk about is the titular object, but I feel like we need to see the full scope of this thing. There's plenty more room in our cranium for magnets, so we'll hold off until we get every ability. We'll briefly touch upon the weapons whilst we're here. A mix of the standard and eccentric, the expected pistols, SMG, sniper, shotgun, and the less expected, real gun, explosive pistol, and venom pistol. A decent selection of things to ignore. Why? Well, it's time to address the elephant in the room. The thing that would make you look at all your options and say why bother, a complete dismissal of almost the full game's worth of mechanics and gameplay options. Why bother? I have the M4A1. It is the gun of Goldeneye Rogue Agent. It's a gun that is frequently available. It's a gun that is incredibly accurate without auto-aim. It's a gun of such unmatched superiority that it completely negates every other gun in the game, the hostage system, and for the most part, your eye. It's a gun where the fodder go down in one shot, the modestly prepared take 3 shots, and fellow magicians will fall before a magazine spent. The only reason to use anything other is out of necessity or a need for variety. But not long into these lesser walked paths, you'll begin to long for what once was. And when you cast eyes on it once more, you'll eagerly charge towards it, grab it, and won't let go. Is this what it feels like to be American?
Goldfinger pays me well.
If you're going to betray me,
Dr. No pays
maybe
me
don't
better.
do it to my face. Ah, come on, Dr. No wouldn't fly that. He's above that kind of work. Or blow it, as the case may be. Yep, just snap one version of the area for another. Seamless. Which is actually the problem. The hell? How did this happen? How am I fine? weird elevator. Not used to these newfangled open-air elevators. Oh, do you want to come off? Yay! Travel buddy! What? No! I mean, this gun is neat, but this is just more efficient. What the hell is that? What? Why is this a thing? Why do we have a giant flame-spewing dragon? Why does it have legit flame? Why would you build that? And for the love of God, why would you put a button for it outside? All this dumb shit for a gimmick kill. This game is so damn hollow. Oh no! I need to think. Rejoice! The dark times have ended. When I had to aim, this gun seemed broken. Now I can say with certainty, this gun is broken. Why are they so big? The doorknob is head level. Am I a child again? No! Don't lock me in the basement again. No! No! Mama! Papa! Let me out of the basement! Please! I promise I'll be a good boy. I won't knock people out and I'll make them suffer long protracted deaths when I shoot them. Please! Why are there vats of luminescent green on the roof? And why is there a venting system on... Why does it pour out to the roof beside the switch? Where the hell did it go? Oi! You two! Why? What was that? I see. Why was that an actual entry point to the bathhouse, and why was it so aesthetically incongruous? What the feck am I on about? Of all the things this game does, why would appropriate aesthetics be on the table? Great, now I'm starting to why myself. Ooh. No! I have been made the fool! Curse you and your... Oh! Reality crumbles before my dying eye! In terms of how far I got back in the day, I remember this section, so I at least made it to the second set of levels. What the hell happened there? Like, I'm not against them being a regular character, it's just, I'm surprised that they did it. This section just won't end. Let me leave, for God's sake! Don't fly in front of them, you stupid tit! What are you doing? Yeah, okay, yes, that would have missed, but that's not the point. I too want this to end, but throwing yourself in front of my missiles isn't going to help. Oh, come on! Here we go now. Ah! Thank you, Dr. Convenient Progression. It never ends. It never ends. Get closer, you gobshite. Don't fly up. Look, why did that look like a bad green screen effect? If this is as far as I got in the past, I can see why. I'll be honest, it's a struggle to play more. Here we go, third power. What dumb shit do you have for me now?
Forces, your latest upgrade is designed to generate
this
a
sounds
magnetic
useful.
polarity shield, capable
Congratulations,
of deflecting
Guillaume.
all damage for a
Yay.
short period of time.
And to safeguard the omen against Dr. No, I have moved it to my most secure vault, beneath my casino.
That's right, nothing says safe like a big building in one of the most popular cities in the world with your name all but written on it.
Be there for only one reason: to steal the omen.
What?
Very
How
likely
could this
an
have
attack will
possibly
started by the
happened?
time you arrive.
Eavesdropping on Dr. No's frequency. Sounds like the action's concentrated on the lowest levels, near the vault.
Oddjob is already on the ground. Your fastest entrance will be through the sky lounge.
What?
You
What
must begin
fucking
there
logic is
and
that?
work your way down.
The vault's
Protect
underground,
the
odd
omen
jobs
at
on
all
ground
costs.
level. Why don't they just help odd jobs so we get to the fucking vault faster? Team Gold is a team of morons.
Goldfinger's new cowboy. Watching you die will be
The heck was
very
that?
pleasurable.
She just dropped it on herself. I think I'll just crouch. It's probably safer. Yeah, still there. Those? Okay. Only got an... There's another problem when evil organizations fight. Hard to tell who you're supposed to shoot. I mean, I don't really need to say anything here. In fact, you know what? I'm leaving this in unedited. Just to make a point. Are we done? No. Nope. Something exciting has happened. I think we're done with elevators. Alright, headed in Arebuckle, back to work. A fellow magic man! Well, wasn't that exciting. Yeah, found it. Yep, that's what I set out to accomplish. You thought I was just walking forward, but no, I was searching for basement access, and now to find the service corridor. Damn, I'm good. Unrelentingly linear, repetitive, half-heartedly implemented gimmicks, and at times odd. But enough about my videos, let us briefly talk about the places that you do your supposed evil doings. Rogue Agent is an intensely linear game of incredibly lackluster design. A series of dull halls, literal and at times barely obfuscated, housing dull encounters where player engagement only requires you to know how to shoot, hold forward, and know where you came from. Well, until the game locks off past rooms anyway. Whilst on this brainless tour, you'll get pinged that you're doing a good job by objective completion notifications. Objectives that you didn't know that you had, that require nothing but basic navigational skills and the will to continue. I am fully prepared to believe that I am in the minority for finding these things annoying. It's just, it feels lightly condescending to me, along with an air of desperation. There are times where levels feel like they were made in a player side map editor. Heavy room reuse, nonsense doors of architectural peculiarity, aesthetic incongruity, and just odd choices that feel like they were born of poorly placed prefab pieces. There are, at times, attempts to do something of interest, that something being environmental gimmicks. Their gimmickry heightened by the unremarkable button plinth to activate them, half-hearted points of interest placed with no word logic, nor any real gameplay enhancement. As I mindlessly walked through these levels, I thought they were boring, stretched and filled with extreme reuse. Focusing on it for this has not only shown me how bad it is, but it has instilled contempt. It feels like no one cared. Get it done and out the door. It doesn't matter that it's the same pissing hallway over and over. It doesn't matter that we somehow repeatedly find ourselves in this grey box of doors, one of which containing nothing but a ladder. It doesn't matter that we have a fancy door that opens to reveal another pissing ladder and a wall right in your face. Who gives a damn? Just pat it out and shove it out the door. This feeling of obligation over creative desire shines throughout the whole game. It's just that while playing, you're put into a trance of tedium where the whole picture never comes into focus. There is one way to easily piss me off with a game, and it's for it to feel like a product of a factory line. Rogue Agent is one of the most factory line games that I have played in some time. Then again, in a way, it's fitting for a game where you do nothing but hold forward down a straight line that it feels like it came off a conveyor belt. My job having a little fiddle.
Goldeneye, I'll be back.
Ah, look at him go. Sure, I'll get right on that. Seems like a decent spot. Are you? Yep. Alright. Oh! Always away. I feel like I should do something. Thing is, this is either time-based or kill-based. Part of me wants to sit and wait, but on the other hand, I want to be done. Oh look, a convenient gimmick for the current circumstances. But now I don't have enough energy for it to be worthwhile. Great. It was time. Fantastic. A tremendous finale that left my legs shaking with excitement, not because they went to sleep. Okay, but what about everybody else in the building? Is the omen proximity based? Oh, stop caring, Arebuckle, stop caring. Now, for totally unrelated reasons, I'm going to get up and start the day.
The Midas assault was staged from Hoover Dam. He's got a seismic bomb in there. The US security forces don't dare approach for fear he'll blow the whole thing.
Dr.
Why
No's
do we
attack
care?
is not over, Goldeneye. You and Oddjob must infiltrate the dam and locate the seismic bomb. Detonate it.
Oh, we're blowing it up. We're finally doing something villainous. Flooding Vegas will be much more efficient than me running around and battering everybody in the back of the head. Ah, a Vegas dam. Feels like I'm playing Duke Nukem Forever again.
Someone's in the tunnel!
Come here, you. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how that happened. Oh, that's embarrassing. I look forward to seeing this big generic box of a room again, but with a different smattering of crap. I think they're supposed to be elite units. With how dull this is, it really is like I'm playing Duke Nukem Forever again. Ah, a big box. We meet again. And we're going from the same peasant starting point and all. I'm telling you, I need to be more selective with the Forgottens. So many of them devolve into utter monotony. This, without warning, Altered Beast. I mean, at least Altered Beast had like significance in the past, but there's only so many times that a video can devolve into this lament before I only have myself to blame. You would think that I'd do it on purpose. With now I'm fucking questioning why I even make videos. Oh. Button. Oh, I just realized I've been on autopilot for probably over 10 minutes. It's taken a button to remind me that I'm recording this. I think once we get the last eyeball day, we'll call it. Oh my god, it's so slow. Oh my god, there's so much more to go. In. Feckin'. Thrallin'. Never mind the fact he's seemingly betrayed us. Why didn't he just throw his hat? That's his whole thing. I get what you're supposed to be doing, but this looks very awkward.
I haven't kept my promise.
What? Wait, where's what's going? Where is she? Wait, wipe him. Where's Xenia? Is she seriously flying that? What? Why confront me on foot, get the upper hand, give us a squeeze, and then bugger off and fly around? We need Xenia to do the one thing that she does, but dear God, we so want another fight against an air vehicle. How can we possibly do both? Terribly. That's how. Just for the setup alone, this is possibly one of the dumbest bosses I've ever seen. And now she's landed. Your whole plan is one of the most self-defeating things I've seen. You have no one to blame but yourself. What? Was that whole fight just so I could take her plane? Jet? Airmobile? Goldeneye Rogue Agent. A game of contrivance.
Your skills.
Here we go. Last ability, presumably.
A bit more.
Am I going to set people on fire with magnets?
The world's most advanced magnetic field transducer.
What?
With it, you can
So it's just magic then. I'm a magician.
This is the only known photograph of the infamous Crab Key, Dr. No's private base of operations.
So we're not going to talk about the whole odd job trying to kill me and dying thing.
We don't even know where the coordinates might be.
Actually, Arik.
And suddenly Blofeld. Sure.
Of course, the octopus. It is our auction house, bank, and black market all in one. Its computer core holds Dr. No's most secure data. Getting in will be the easy part.
Why would it be difficult?
You have been identified as the authorized agent for Auric Enterprises. You may credit this account with any bid or purchase made today. Thank you, Mr. Goldeneye.
Of course. I mean, that was fun, but I have no energy left to do anything, so why bother? With our cranium densely packed with magnets and 4 abilities at our disposal, now's the time. Let us talk about the Goldeneye. To call this thing a gimmick would be a goddamn understatement. It has 4 different magical abilities that to use require a certain amount of storage magnetism. I don't know, which replenishes over time. As for the abilities, all but one are useless. Let us go in order of acquirement. First off, we have the MRI. The first ability granted, and likely the first ability they thought of, because MRI, you see, aye, you've got an MRI in your eye. You're Goldeneye! This is great. The MRI is the ability to see enemies through walls and objects, and it really only serves another gimmick, the mag reel, which can shoot through walls. They go well together in that they are completely worthless. In a game of such dull linearity and tactically adverse adversaries, the ability to see through walls provides no meaningful advantage. In the amount of time that it takes to combine sight, gun, and manage your eye power, you could have already ran over and shot them in the face. Secondly, there's hacking, where you can hack guns, some switches, etc. How magnets hack? I don't know. Not well, is my guess, because one of the few times that I bother to use it, they continue to shoot me. Third is the magnetic shield, aka the only thing worth a damn. It's a shield. It protects you from harm. There's nothing more to say. And finally, the thing that I can't remember the name of, so let's just call it telekinesis. Magnekinesis. Yes. In theory, a fun ability. You run up to someone and figuratively flip them off as they flip off in a ragdoll style into the distance. It's always a fun thing to do. Just ask Psyops in Second Sight. Well, it's fun in theory. The activation point is nebulous, and it drains a substantial amount of your eye power. So why baller? Really, the phrase why baller is a recurrent one in Rogue Agent. Why baller using another gun than the M4A1? Why baller using 3 of your 4 abilities? Why baller making a story that actually relates to Goldeneye? Why baller having an interesting game to play? Why baller? Why baller? Why am I bothering? Why am I doing this? What the fuck am I doing in my life? I'm gone. I forgot I still have an outro to do. What the fuck is this?
As the authorized purchase agent for RA Enterprises, you have a credit sneaking out 18 billion neutral currency units.
As we go through here, this is possibly one of the most childish interpretations of a black market. And there's missiles, and they cost €1 million, in spite of the fact that this is an auction house and everything is in euro, even though they said that I have 18 million in neutral currency.
Thank you for purchasing the Manta Mark 9 submersible.
Find him and acquire his retinal imprint.
Rip out his eyes. Gotcha.
He's on the outer ring.
What? It's like an elevator, but sideways. You've got to admire the ability to make a dull dock level in a secret underwater black market.
This area is off limits, except for Octopus IS&T staff. Please exit immediately through the forward door, or a security alert will be issued.
Oh. Oh god, I had to think. Ian, you can't just spring that on me like that. Well, that's probably bad. Out of the way, please. Out of the way. No more travel buddies. I'm not going through that heartache again. Well, yeah, you know, that serves me right. My lack of arsonist is starting to get the better of me. What the hell? Gentlemen, before you are able to take part in the auction, can you survive this spinny room? Many have fallen prey to its fiendish rotations, getting overbearingly nauseous, and as a result, sitting out proceedings. Oh! What a useful interactable and appropriate volume and logical inclusion! Oh, stop. I am fed up with this. What the hell? Welcome to the squish room. Here we squish anything and everything in a needlessly dangerous manner. How many? Oh, for feck's sake. fantastic stuff. I will say that this is the level where the game has just jumped up in difficulty. Not out of any kind of craft, they're just shoving an obscene number of enemies at every turn. A third one. If this is all you have, take the bloody hunt and finish the level. You are not doing anything of worth by keeping it going. Whoa! What happened here? What mad lad broke in and did this? It's all been straight and square and I've got a mild curve. Oh, the level designers have gone rogue. Alright, here's where we're at. We will end it or keep going, dependent entirely on the next cutscene having something interesting.
I am certain Dr. No has been made aware of your attack on the octopus. Therefore, I cannot deploy the Omen on Crab Key and risk making it a target.
Are we seriously never going to address the Oddjob incident?
Infiltrate the island and find your way to the central compound. Your objective is the nuclear reactor. Once sabotaged, it should destroy the entire island. Nose Fortress will be heavily defended. A diversion might help you slip past the gates. Use the explosives you so generously charged to my account at the Octopus.
Alright, we're done. Let's wrap it up. Fade to black. Fade to black. Well, there we go. For the hell of it, I had a quick check and there are 2 locations left. But I cannot be bothered to spend any more time with this thing. To be honest, I was done during our time in Hong Kong, but I didn't want to write it off so fast. I then set the marker of the 4 powers, in the hopes that by the time we reached it, something may have appeared. Something may have happened. And when we got the 4 power, I continued on because who knows? Maybe. Goldeneye Rogue Agent is not in any shape or form Goldeneye. I knew that when I didn't know what Goldeneye was, and I sure as hell know that now. What it is a cynical use of a known name plastered on a creatively bankrupt, dreary, tedious experience, where the hours excruciatingly move past. I only played this game for 4 hours, and by God did I feel each and every hour being wrenched from me. Good job, young me. You were right to check out when you did, which now that I think on it, it was in Hong Kong. Hooray for consistency! So the question, is Goldeneye Rogue Agent worth remembering? I originally was thinking yes and no, and well, yes because of how feckin' shameless it is, but no because it doesn't deserve anything more than that. But you know what? No! I am going off the script. The hell with the script. The script can eat my ass. Goldeneye Rogue Agent is one of the most worthless games that I have ever played. Its story is worthless dreck. Its gameplay is dreary, one note, worthless dreck. The AI is utter worthless dreck. The level design is utter worthless dreck. Every facet of this game, except maybe the music, I don't know. I didn't really hear enough of it to be able to actually comment on it. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was bored to feckin' tears. This game is a creative vacuum. There is nothing here. There is nothing of worth. I cannot believe how worthless this game is. It's basically a higher budgeted Revenge of Shinobi on the GBA. That is effectively what we're dealing with here. 2 factory line games. Only one is shinier than the other. So no, Goldeneye Rogue Agent is not worth remembering. To hell with Rogue Agent, cast it off. Shit to you. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm rambling because like I said, we went off script. We have literally went off script. It's like the story. It's just I can't get over how bad the story is, how nothing it is. I can't get over how bad the gameplay is. Just to do. just to move, just to shoot. I can't get over the level design and how it's the same rooms over and over. You're padding a game where the levels go on for too long. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, so we need to stop. We need to stop. I'm going to ramble in loops. Just stop. Stop. Let's go back to the script. It's right here in front of me. And with that, let us part ways. Whoever you are, whoever you may be, may have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or indeed night. You will. You stand a good chance at the very least if you don't play this piece of shit. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go. You know what? I'll go watch Goldeneye. I still haven't done it. I need something. Goodbye. Well, it's been a few months since everything was written and, well, about a month since it was recorded. I've done it to myself again. I've let curiosity lead me down dipshit road once more. We left off near the end, as I said in the outro, and also I couldn't think of a dumb ending bit like I normally do for the Forgotten. Just when you're working with a game that is deprived of any kind of creative spark, that the prospect of playing, writing and or editing brings about a disinterest with the viscosity and formidability of molasses. The idea of coming up with a fun/dumb thing requiring any kind of time and effort, it is something that I just couldn't do. The closest that I could get was like a Bond theme for the man with slight competence, but that would require talent and then enthusiasm for the game itself. I possess neither. So what could be a more fitting conclusion for the Forgotten for Rogue Agent than more of the same? I'm assuming the footage has been playing this whole time, probably unedited. What do I mean probably? This shit isn't getting any more fucking effort out of me. As you may expect, what we do on Crab Key Island is strikingly similar to what we have been doing for the past 4 and so hours, which now that I say that out loud, really drives home the creative bankruptcy of this game. It has taken me around 4 hours to get to the penultimate location, 4 and so hours of heavy room reuse, and mind-numbing encounter design across levels that go on for far too long. And here's the thing, there's only about an hour and a half left in the game. Anyway, nothing of note happens until we get stuck at some big metal doors. We're stuck because 2 ineffective drones appear, or maybe they're piloted, whatever. We shoot them down with the god cannon and the doors part to reveal a slope and a nice bit of artwork, which would work better if it didn't have elements on it that should move. Through some thankfully short-lived tunnels, we go to an open quarry where the many await. It was during this section that I realised that I wasn't dreadfully bored. The time apart did me well, where I began to think that this was actually a half-decent level. But fret not, the hope was beaten out of me. Continuing from the previous level, the game's difficulty has increased. Now not just from pure numbers, but also they've given many enemies the Venom Pistol, which can actually put you in a tricky place. So a little thought is required. Only a little though. Our final encounter of the level, 2 lethargic tanks roll out and remain perfectly still as they apathetically defend their base. They, with investigation or verification, get boomed, and we move on. Inside, we must upset Dr. No Satellite. I don't quite remember why, can't be arsed to read the comms, don't give a shit. One effortless button push in the first room is all that was required. We try to push forward, but can't, because Dr. No's aircraft hovers outside a glassless window. Don't know why that should stop us, but hey, what's another arbitrary encounter for the pile? It's utterly useless, and we march forth to the reactor, where we must destroy the cooling rods and dismiss a doctor in Witten. This fight took considerably longer than it should have. and it's entirely on me. As you can see, the reactor is lined with big and inviting green glowies. But you cannot attack these glowies, for they are protected by a shield. So what I did was hunt for a means to turn it off, and also I got stuck on a pipe in the process. There is no environmental way to turn it off. You're supposed to hack it. This is the kind of dumb shit that can happen when you ignore every aspect of the game other than a single gun and a magic trick. Now, the setup is silly as hell. Why does a green screen with a symbol mean some form of magnetic shield? It's very dumb, but I should have thought to try the eye regardless. With the Enigma unraveled, it's as straightforward as we've come to expect from Rogue Agent. With full Hackens, the platform that Dr. No presides is electrified, for some reason, and he doesn't try to leg it to somewhere safer, for some reason. With enough bullets pumped into him, his shield deactivates, and he gets electrocuted. Finally, some logic. It's time for us to go, but a twist twists.
At last, Dr. Julius Snow is dead. Unfortunately, Goldeneye, I must confess that this victory is entirely mine. The satellite you toppled was not Dr. No's. You disabled the volcano lair's defense grid. I have engineered a change in management. There are no chairs at the table for those who might challenge me. Your return flight has been cancelled. Auf Wiedersehen, Goldeneye.
Oh, we've been royally fingered on this one. But it's okay, because Dr. No's aircraft is conveniently just ahead and easily accessible. Wait. What? Now, is it at all possible, if not entirely likely, that Dr. No has more than one? Of course, but also, maybe just call the one that we destroyed something else. You know, we hop in and luckily are able to start it and know how to pilot it. Onwards to the last mission. For reasons, Pussy Galore is on our side, and Goldfinger has activated the Omen in the lair in an attempted takeover. Scary Manga conveniently acquired a virus to overload Omen that we will have to grab along the way. And also, we can grab those that are imprisoned to give us a hand. Isn't that nice? I don't really know why we're here or why we just generally give a shit. Revenge? I guess. Sure. Still no mention of Oddjob either. I mean, we can obviously take it as an earlier attempt to get rid of us, but who was he planning on sending to Crab Key Island? It just, why would you do that? Is it, something in this game not well thought out? Can't be. Tragic news! The AR-4 is gone. That's the assault rifle. It is not in this level at all. Instead, we get the Omen XR, which looks like somebody just took the AR-4 model and modified it slightly. As the new name accurately conveys, is based on the antimatter technology of the Omen. This means that it's a one-hit kill on shieldless enemies. It sucks ass. The Oxer is a mandatory 3-shot burst of painfully slow projectiles, so if there's any kind of distance or movement with your intended target, odds are you'll miss. This is also not benefited with the auto aim, since you can't really scatter the aim. You know, it's kind of locked in. So this is kind of a bit self-defeating on my part, but I managed. There is, however, a good reason for these pitfalls. Enemies also have them. So, that's right, this game now has encounters where you can get one-shot killed. As you may expect, this means that the game actually requires a degree of thought now. This level in general requires thought. With the lack of AR-4, we've lost our high accuracy, high damage offense. Most of the weaponry available is actually quite short range, and plenty of gunfights take place in sizable rooms. They also went for maximum annoyance in the enemy outfitting. More shields, venom guns, miniguns, the aforementioned Oxer. For the very first time, I was thinking and planning approaches to combat. Was I more invested in the moment to moment? Yes. But the level design, extensive room reuse, and general encounter design was still beyond tired. Even with a multi-month break, just an hour into my return was bringing desires of release from the game. I think this room is supposed to be a reference. It's too visually distinct and they only use it once, but I can't be arsed to look it up. We go from grey hall to red glowy room, to grey hall to blue-white glowy room, to grey hall to green glowy room, to grey hall to finally something fucking different. Pushing through the endless gunfights, we get to a big room with a standard chair. There we get the virus and continue on our grey way. Greyly ascending to greyly descending to greyly ascend once more. What a worthwhile divergence that was. We're back at the start, or perhaps they just reused the same room. Who the feck knows? We go from business room to circle room to business room to grey swoopy to business room to circle room to business room to grey swoopy to business room to a new circle room. The reuse is especially egregious in this level. Not just taking a room and using it over and over, but copying and pasting whole chunks of the level. This is the kind of shit that I've been dealing with the whole game. I thought this was a good opportunity to, reinforce it. With Onward Staggering, we get stuck in a box and monologue too, as the virus does its thing. Still no mention of Oddjob. I mean, I don't expect Goldfinger to actually care about Oddjob, but I feel like he should mention something like the, oh, I thought I would get rid of you in the dam with the dam blowing up and being a good cover, blah 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 blah. Nothing! Nothing! Never addressed! Nothing! The virus activates the human and everyone dies. Including the people that helped us. Well, we are a villain, I guess. So I guess it's fine. I don't know who let us out of that box. We were trapped in there. We were supposed to suffocate or something, but Fuzzy Galore is here to give us a ride. In more ways than one. Because of course.
A splendid effort, Francisco. My compliments.
Thank you, number one. Of course, your plan is perfectly conceived.
That's right. This whole game was just a plan for Blofeld to creep and Pussy Galore. Oh, what a twist. No. I almost wish it was. Because this is a sequel tease. Yeah. The whole point in the game is that Blofeld wanted Goldfinger and Dr. No to just remove each other from the equation. But now we have all Goldeneye, and what are we going to do with him? Won't give him a fucking sequel, that's what we'll do. Also, why the hell are they being mysterious with Blofeld? You showed him earlier! Why are you acting like this is a surprise? You didn't have to show him earlier. His appearance added absolutely fucking nothing. He wasn't even in the opening credits, so you intended them to be a surprise. What? You can't even sequel tease worth shit. God, this game sucks. How the shit did this game average 60 on Metacritic? We had better games back then. I recognized this as worthless shite when it released, and I was a dumb child. That's Goldeneye Rogue Agent. To shit with this cynical Drac. God, it pisses me off so much. I mean, I can't whistle. I mean, I can sometimes. Well, not right now, apparently, but like I can suck in. Like, see, look, that went well, but like blow out no. See, again, sucking perfect. I don't. Does that make me bi?